Howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here, and
Brad.
Say hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
It is July 30th, 2016, Saturday afternoon. It is 5:03. 5:03? Wow. 3:53 p.m. on this fine Saturday afternoon, and I'm going to smack Brad Heide in a minute.
Oh, baby.
Okay? What's the weather like?
It is 91 degrees. A high today of 91 degrees. A low of 75. According to the cell phone, it says it's raining here.
No, okay, but it's not.
I don't see any rain. So,
that might be in PANACEA, though, because we're not actually... We're in the PANACEA area, but we're not in PANACEA.
Yeah. Well, and...
Okay, can we have real fill, though?
113.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, go ahead now.
I don't remember.
And...
Don't make fun of me. Can't help it.
You know I'm just joking with you.
Yeah.
Are you done?
I'm sorry.
Oh my God, you weirdo.
Okay.
Are you done?
Yeah, I am.
Wow. See what I put up with, people?
I am sweet and innocent.
Holy shitbags. Anyway, yesterday, after we left You Fine People, we did lay down and take a little nap. And then, Brad made tacos with our pretend taco meat. We've already talked about the hamburger patties that aren't really the hamburger patties. So now we're using them as crumble meat in, crumble, not meat, in...
A meat-like substance.
We're using them up, in other words, okay? But we're not cooking them as hamburger patties anymore. They got kicked out of that whole category. So, he made taco meat with that. We had taco. We did not go fishing because we got all loaded up. We were driving down there because I was quite tired by that point in time and sore. And I didn't feel like walking all the way down there and stuff. It's quite a walk even from where you parked down to the pier. And that's enough of a walk. And there we got down there and there were people everywhere. Right, including one of the trailers by the pier was having a big party. And there was another trailer not far away having a big party. And there were asses and elbows, as my friend Dawn said, everywhere. And, I mean, you know, on the pier, there were so many people fishing that, you know, it's like, somebody's going to cast over my line, or I'm going to cast over somebody's line. I don't even think there was any place to sit. So, it wasn't the end of the world. I was already pretty well prepared that may happen because it was Friday night. And there are a lot of people that come in just for the weekend. There are a lot of people that even leave their rig, whether they have an RV or a travel trailer, parked all week long, and they'll come on the weekend. So, you know, I figure let them have their time. We live here full time, so, you know. And we were getting tired anyway, so it wasn't the end of the world. If we'd had our chair loaded and stuff, we probably would have gone to another bay, because there certainly are a lot of different ones, you know, but we didn't, and like I said, we were getting tired, so we just came back home, and, yeah, but I thought it was kind of ironic, because, like I said, Brad was able to get his fishing license within the first 2 weeks that we lived here, and I've been having to wait because I had to do that paper trail, and then it's so busy when we go fishing. It was just my luck. But, you know, that happens. We'll probably go either tomorrow night or Monday night, because a lot of people leave out of here in the Sunday afternoon, you know, to go back to where they are from, to go to work the next day and stuff. So we'll see how busy it is, you know. And so came home, and I had a pretty good Wi-Fi signal. I did hotspot for a little bit because I had to feed my nurse Jackie addiction. Yes, I admit it. I was up till 4 in the morning. I admit it. Watching Nurse Jackie episodes. But I haven't found a series that I really have liked in quite a while. So that has been a real nice treat. In fact, I even when I was ready to go to bed, and he sleeps on this pull-out bed, and I could tell he was ready for me to go to bed. So I took the computer and because we have a laptop we share, and into the back and sat there on my bed and loomed and watched more of it. So what I'm working on right now, because I finished all the jellyfish I'm making for now for gift. I just finished last night a couple more projects. Unless somebody orders some jellyfish, because I make those to order. Is I'm making an octopus. And this is the beginning of an octopus. And there's no pattern, it's just something I'm making up. So we'll see how it goes. I already had it on a different loom, this particular yarn, and I don't know what this is. It's a very super bulky yarn. But I already had it on a different loom and didn't like it. It was going to be too big, so I frogged it. Ripped it all out, started on this one. Normally I would use my thinwood on I like to use my thinwood on stuff, but sometimes a little bit of the bigger spacing is nice for some different things. So so that's what I'm doing on that. And
I couldn't believe how violent you were when you ripped it out.
No, it's kind of fun sometimes. I mean, depending on how far you are into a project, it's kind of neat to sit there and just unravel it. Sometimes when you do it, you want to cry because you're like, but oh well. So that's all we've done there. That was all of the recap of last night on a Friday night. We did sit outside last night when it got dark for a while with the animals. I enjoy that. Because my bubble lights, Brad had got me a set of those. There's 4 in a set of the bubble lights, and they're solar powered. And they come on at dusk, of course, and they change colors. And what they are, they're tall cylinders, and it's got bubbles in it. So they look like bubble lights, and then they each change colors. And each one keeps changing colors too. So they're pretty out there. They're subtle and they're pretty, and I enjoy sitting outside watching them. It was just a nice evening to sit outside. I do enjoy sitting outside in the evenings and stuff, and so it's kind of the ending of the day because in the morning you're out with the dogs, and then in the evening. So I laid down and took a little bit of a nap a little bit ago because I was tired because I stayed up till 4 in the morning watching Nurse Jackie. And then here in a little bit, as soon as I get done uploading this, we're gonna clean house.
Oh boy.
And then we're gonna make real hamburger patties. And probably a Spanish rice mix or something. As a side dish and some vegetables. I would like to do a cucumber in there. Because I got a couple of cucumbers I need to use up. And one thing I've learned, you have to be really cautious because the produce doesn't keep as long here. I think maybe because it's actually really fresh. I don't know. It kept longer in Wyoming.
I wonder if it's the humidity here.
Well, yeah. But I mean, too, the stuff isn't... I don't think the stuff is picked as green, too, is what I meant.
Oh,
some of the stuff. You know how...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
The bananas we get here seem to be a lot greener than what we're getting in Wyoming.
What do you mean?
Greener. They don't seem to be as ripe when they hit the shelf.
Oh.
But then when they go
fast. Yeah. And then, for a while, we were keeping the bananas on top of the ice maker. Now, the back of the ice maker produces enough heat with its motor. And we couldn't figure out why the bottoms of the bananas were getting all dark brown real fast. So
you would think that we would have known better.
I don't know, honey. I don't know.
Sometimes I'm not that bright.
Well, I didn't think anything of it when you did either. I thought, okay, well, that's a nice little nifty place to set it. I mean, you know, but yeah. So now we have it. Yeah.
Elsewhere.
Yes, I have it on top of. I have them sitting on top of the paper towel rack. You know, one of those wooden holders that mounts on a wall. We don't use it because we had this marble one that I bought years ago. So we use it to hang dish rags so they can dry. And actually I put the bananas up there because they sit up there perfectly and they're out of the way. They don't get bruised. They don't get overheated. We need to cherish them while we have them.
Yes. Remember when we were driving down the road and we opened one of these windows and it unraveled the entire roll of paper towels all over.
We'll do a quick recap of some of the funny stuff that happened when we were coming down this way in a few minutes. And well, all I gotta say is it feels a little bit cooler out today, but it really isn't. It's very humid. But August is going into August. August usually almost everywhere is very, very hot. You know. So let's recap some of the funny stuff. How we ever made it here to Florida is beyond me. Okay, you guys, because you guys don't even realize all of the stuff that really went on getting out here, because we just kind of went through all of it. I want to write a book that is titled So You Think You Want to Live in an RV someday too, because some of the stuff that happens, you know, and it would be kind of a comedy, but it would be some words of advice, but written in kind of a comedy, you know, is meant to entertain too. But okay, the first thing right off the bat, you guys have to realize we're loaded down. We're only using half our RV because we got everything so loaded down, right? Brad turns the first corner. Numerous cabinets
stuff
and closets
everywhere.
And stuff come open. There is stuff falling. Every time he turns to the right, all the stuff on that side falls. Every time he turns to the left, everything. And I'm trying to hold all this together. The animals are freaking out. Stuff is shifting, falling, everything. Of course, he can't, you know, it's quite busy street we were on. And I'm like, you gotta pull over, everything's falling over. Cause I'm in the back here trying to brace myself and hold stuff. And so, you know, and we're going down the road and stuff. Now, couldn't figure out why it is so hot in this RV coming down this way. And I mean, I'm dying, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm having the mother load of all hot flashes or what, you know, because I am just dying. Brad's trying to pretend like he's not dying. You know, the animals are all dying. I mean, they're all just really suffering, especially this mastiff. I mean, he licked his lips right up above here because he was panting so hard that he licked the black off of his little black face, seriously, and he had it all red and stuff. But he wanted to be with us so bad. You know, they're a little freaked out by everything going on. It took us until when did we finally realize it was the heater?
Where did we stop at that hotel? We were going to go to that one Walmart, and was that in Missouri?
Well, I don't think it was until Clarksville that we realized.
I think so too.
I think it was finally Clarksville, Tennessee. We'll have to tell you about that whole thing. That we finally realized, because I kept telling Brad, it feels like the heater, and we realized it was coming out of these vents. Well, Brad thought for a long time it was just the motor, the heat from the motor. I mean, you know, we'd never done RVs before. And so I thinking, but then he would start the generator, and he'd be turned on the air conditioner and everything, and it felt better. But then you're still getting the heat. And we're like, no, that could have been with something else. Well, it was after Clarksville.
No one.
Was it? No, it was after. It was because we spent 2 days in Clarksville.
Yeah.
But what he finally realized what it was they had set, and Dina had helped us a little bit with this. Was there was a switch outside for winter and summer.
Yeah.
For what? For just the whole.
I have no idea.
And so he changed that, and that helped some. But then he got thinking about that because he realized that they had all the settings on winter. They had the furnace turned all the way up. They had the thermostat all the way to, to
incinerate.
Yeah. And we didn't know this. And so, and as we're going down the road and we're opening windows trying to cool this off and stuff, the more the furnace runs. The more you got flowing over that thermostat, the more the furnace is running. So, oh my God. And the warmer the states got, the worse it got. And we had windows where it got windows down, going through the RV. And we got the paper towels unrolling, long stream of them through the RV. One point in time, I couldn't even see hitting back because all just a sea of paper towels. I finally took them because we're traveling down the highway, right? And I can't even get in back to use the restroom or anything. I finally just take and wad them all up and shoved them in the oven because I didn't know what else to do with them. One point in time, Brad accidentally left the gas cap at a gas station. Then we stopped at a rest stop, and it vapor locked on us, and we couldn't figure out what happened. Calling AAA. Then he realized, we sat there and it evaporated enough, and then he realized he'd left the gas cap. We left a wooden stepping block somewhere along the way too.
Yeah. We left a whole trail.
We got downtown Clarksville, Tennessee. Google Map was wrong. We had the reservations for this RV park. We got there and we got in the middle of a concert that just let out in a downtown college area. So the streets are narrow anyway. There are people everywhere walking, babies, strollers, big ass RV coming down your street with towing a Jeep.
And then that one street that was just barely wide enough for the RV.
Yeah.
And both sides of the streets are lined with police cars.
And I'm getting a little excited. I think, okay, maybe they'll stop us going, what are you doing, fool? No, they were all too busy. But we were lost.
Oh, man.
It's after 11 o'clock at night. We're lost and stuff. And then Brad's calling to get directions. He keeps missing the exit. And then in the meantime, we realized that there's the oil lights flashing. We never did figure out why it burned through all of its oil. It never did that again.
No.
But we had to call AAA again, and they sent a guy out because we could not figure out how to put the oil in because I think it's set different or something.
Yeah.
But we had lifted up the doghouse and everywhere, and and we was parked on the side of this convenience store. There's hardly any parking spaces for a big RV pole and a Jeep. And it is not a nice neighborhood. It was a scary neighborhood. I'm sitting there petrified with my dogs and cat and stuff. And they're whining because they're wanting outside. And I'm like, we're not stepping foot outside here till AAA gets here and we can move this somewhere else. So, one night somewhere in Missouri, we could not find any place to park. That Walmart there did not allow overnight parking at all. There was no other place to do overnight parking. We ended up getting a motel room.
Yeah.
And I slept in a motel room because they did not allow animals. They did not allow dogs. So I slept in the motel room, and Brad would come up and we would sit there and eat dinner, and he would just leave the dog for like 15-20 minutes, and then come up. We ordered some pizza. He got to take a shower. I got to take a shower. And just kind of got dressed. Something. They let us park in their parking lot with the rig and stuff. So you do what you had to do. But sometimes you think, how in the heck did we even make it out here, guys? Because we knew we had to change our life, and we knew we had to get out here. And like I said, getting the RV has been the best option for us to bring our animals. Otherwise, we were not going to get rid of our animals. That has been our option. And, but yeah, we didn't know what the heck we were doing. Nope. And, we were just, it's just amazing to me we even made it out here. Like I said, the help that we had basically hired to come help us move stuff out of the house. They showed up late, and they only sent half of the people they were supposed to send, who stayed only half of the time, and then they did not show up the morning of the garage sale to help like they were supposed to, and stuff. And I mean, they broke stuff, they tore up stuff. I mean, we had no other help. We had to give away a lot of stuff that, and,
but it's only stuff.
Yeah, it's only stuff, and I figure, that it went to people that I figure if you lose something or you give stuff away, it goes to people that probably need it more than you do. So, that's all just gravy under the boat. It was just meant to be that we got out here, but it's just amazing. But yeah, some of the funny things like the paper towels, the whole roll. And I was watching it. It was just like a big old sail through the RV. Just, but, yeah, and that heater running. And we just could not figure out, when we were in the colder states, it was okay. When we were still in Wyoming and Nebraska, it was okay. But as you travel through, and it got warmer and warmer, and we're just dying. And I mean, whew. And then we got lost quite a few times. We got in rush hour traffic. Where was that? That they told you where a shortcut was?
So there was St. Louis.
In St. Louis, Missouri. They told a shortcut because there was an accident was causing traffic congestion up ahead, and we thought, oh right, this is awesome. Downtown St. Louis, rush hour traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then we got lost many different places, and we met some really nice people that would be like, oh yeah, my place is up on the hill, you're more than welcome to go there and turn around. And I mean, they were just super nice, but
I didn't realize that my vocabulary of profanity was so extensive.
It became more extensive,
yes,
didn't it?
Did.
But yeah, so it was interesting. You gotta look at it as funny. At the time, I'm like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, at the time we weren't laughing a whole lot.
No, well, I was scared and I was freaking out and stuff. And, when you realize that you have everything that you love with you, you have all your animals, you have your husband, you don't know what the hell you're doing. We're going into uncharted territory, and, you hear the horror stories, and you hear, and you get scared, and it's like, but you can't let the scare paralyze you. You know, or else your life will never change. You know, so, you know, you gotta just keep believing it'll all turn out. It'll turn out okay eventually. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but, you know, if you look at what you're going through, a year from now it won't seem as bad. Like what we were going through, it doesn't seem as bad now as it was at the time.
Now we can laugh about it.
Yeah. Then we were quite distraught about it, but, you know, right? And remember, nothing goes as planned. Ever. Nothing ever goes as planned.
Yeah.
So, you know. But yeah, someday I do want to sit down and write a book, or even just a short story on the comedy of So You Think You Want to Live in an RV. Because it is quite comedic.
Yes, it is.
You know, it really is. Especially if you're going to live in an RV with a lot of animals. That is, you know, like I said, the next pet we get, name is going to be moved. Yep, just simply move. Because we say, that's what we say all the time in the RV. Move, move, move. Well, usually I say move, please. Move, please. Move, please. You know, please move, move, please. Move, please. Move, please. You know. You know, and they ignore me.
Oh,
and they ignore him. So, yeah.
Awful good at that.
Yeah. Till you go to step over them. Then they will move. So they can move right, or they'll move right where you're going to step. So, now you don't walk normally in an RV either. You just kind of shuffle the feet. You know, you just kind of shuffle the feet, because if you shuffle the feet instead of stepping, you can't really step on an animal. You're going to just kind of shuffle ahead a little bit more, kind of try to move them out of the way, shuffle ahead a little bit more.
That is so very true.
Excuse me. Anyway, that's all I got to say. What do you got to say, mister?
I think you covered it all very well.
Oh, you ready for your daily beating again?
Ooh, baby.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. I have the world's biggest popsicles. I'll show you guys in a minute. Oh, Brad's gonna go get one.
Fish.
I have the king size otter pops. People, these things are so humongous. They make my heart happy though. Because I like big popsicle. And I cannot lie.
Well, there's that one we got from Dollar General that those are just...
Yeah, they're just itty bitty little... Like, really?
This one has a kink in it.
Uh-oh. These are the king size otter pop. Isn't that something? Now this is a popsicle and a half. But they're way good too. You guys remember these when you were a kid? The king size otter pops, or just even didn't have to be king size, but just the otter pop. As I do. There was a neighbor, a friend of mine, when I was growing up on Robin Street in Casper, that his mom had these, and the characters that are on the side of them, you know, if you guys remember, like Pancho Punch, Sir Isaac Lime, Alexander the Grape, Strawberry Short Cook, Louis Blue Raspberry, Little Orphan Orange. Yeah, isn't that cute? But anyway, I'm going to sit here, upload this, eat my popsicles, and do my housework. Then cook dinner. Well, help Brad cook dinner. I had to order. Okay?
You know what? I did the dishes.
Yes.
From yesterday, and then we're cooking stuff out on the grill.
Yeah, see?
So there's not going to be hardly any dishes for you to do today.
See? That's the way it works. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Oh, wait. I love you guys.
Yeah.
Cherish your friendship. Happy birthday to my friend Mary out on the West Coast. She and I have been friends for years now, and she's such a sweet lady. You know, and she lives out, she's the one that sent me the honey for my birthday. I'm sending her out her birthday party late, or present late, because I just finished it last night. So, but happy birthday, Mary. And now you can say goodbye, Brad.
Goodbye, Brad.
Bye.